Alright, welcome back again to another video here on Monster Bayern FC, and today the name holds true. An absolute thrashing of Hoffenheim at the hands of FC Bayern. I'm joined again by Hunter D. So tell me, what did you think about the team's performance today?
Yeah, I was surprised about Richards. He did pretty well. And I don't know why, I don't know if it was Nagelsmann or Dino. They took off Lucas for Sule. Maybe it's a precaution for the Gladbach game. Maybe
I
there's an
believe so.
injury. Maybe something, but I don't see if there was an injury. Maybe a precaution, but who knows? But maybe at the end of the day, he's probably just saving it for Gladbach because Lucas is our best defender. Let's be real here.
Yeah, that's true. Hernandez is our best defender, but him and Upamecano together, though, that partnership is crazy. Europe ain't ready for it. And then Sule just adds more physicality.
But for me, I think the addition of Sule, I think that adds a bit more stability and more experience.
Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy how
me.
amazing our bench is, at least right now, in terms of that? We can just bring Nicolas Sule off the bench. Think about that.
We could bring the Hulk, you know what I'm saying? We have to tie him down, for me.
Ooh, I believe so too. Well, see, this is the thing with me, right? I love Sule. I've always wanted him to just stay here and perform as best as he can, but I want to make sure that he wants to be here. That's the thing. We want players that want to be here and play for the badge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not another Alaba or something like that. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Exactly, and I would love him to stay. I want him to stay. But in recent seasons, it seems like he's slacked off a bit. But this season, he's turned it around. I don't know if that's all down in Nagelsmann or if that is, him as well, knowing that he has another good chance. But whatever it is, it's working.
Yeah, 5 seconds into the game, Sule got directly hit in where the sun don't shine. Let's just put it that way.
Man, that must have been hard. It was.
And his name was Jorginho. Well, he's a superior Jorginho as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the real the Bundesliga Jorginho, you know what
Bundesliga proven.
Yeah, Bundesliga proven.
I'm sick of this, Premier League proven. Shut up, man. Don't get me started. Man. By the way, Chelsea won 7-0 freaking Farmers League. Yeah,
Farmers League. Bro, oh my. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, right? Our mid-table teams would most likely beat their mid-table teams, I would say 7 times out of 10.
Freiburg would, if Freiburg or freaking Augsburg or something like that, or bloody, who's mid-table? Not Leverkusen, because they're top 6, top 7 type of team, but
right. I mean, dude, Leipzig, which is a weaker Leipzig than last season's Leipzig.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gave Man City, the reigning champions of the Premier League right now, an amazing fight. Just think about that. They would whoop Arsenal.
Oh, that's not even a question.
They would whoop Spurs.
Yeah, these smaller teams, yeah.
I'd say them versus Manchester United would be a good matchup, but with Solskjaer, they would most likely win as well. I think it would take a good team. Admittedly, I would say Chelsea, Manchester City, and Liverpool would beat them in my opinion. But it would be a hard-fought match. They could even pull it out on some games.
Yeah, that's true. But it's because they're weakened. But if this was Leipzig with Nagelsmann, with Sabitzer, with Upamecano, with who else did we nick from them?
It was them. Upamecano and Nagelsmann. I mean, we took the whole coaching team as well. But it's impressive. It's impressive that they've still been able to stay competitive, and it's because of Nkunku.
Oh, that guy's a baller. I'd have him.
And he was at PSG. They let him go. Okay,
he's 23 as well. He's an attacking midfielder. No, I would love him, but probably not going to happen because we have Musiala, we have Sabitzer, we have Tolisso. Actually, Tolisso's probably going to leave, so...
Tolisso will most likely... But Tolisso's more of a center mid, and Nkunku isn't really... that's not his strong suit. His strong suit, I would say, is more kind of like striker. He might be able to do the wings. Okay, you know what? He's kind of like a Werner type of player. But I'd say more clinical.
I don't want to chat. I don't want to slander Germans because I love every German, no matter where they play, whether it's Werner, Havertz, etc. But I have to agree. Because he bagged a hat trick at the Etihad, didn't he?
Bro, that was insane. Like, we're looking at bringing in Adeyemi. We're looking at bringing in Verts. Those are going to take a couple years maybe to materialize. Hopefully, we could bring in Adeyemi during the winter window, which is speculative, if not the summer window. And, I mean, I just feel like, I would bet for Adeyemi instead. And I'm one of the people, I'm going to say this now, I prefer to have Adeyemi than Anthony.
I agree, because he's German. He's wasn't he our like youth academy product or something like that?
Yeah, he was in our youth team. Yeah.
And then we like kind of sold him off.
Exactly.
Hey, come back home.
Yeah, I feel like with a lot of these promising youngsters, we should really be including like buyback clauses.
Yeah, like something. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to backtrack a bit. Speaking of Tolisso, did you see that? How he was fuming when Lewa missed that chance? Did you see his reaction?
Yeah, Tolisso.
I felt so bad for him, mate. Just Lewa, just square it and just make it 5-0. I get you want to score. I get it. All right, but like, come on.
He was in the worst position to score. I mean, you see the goal that was disallowed because of an offside that Tolisso shot in. That was that was insane.
God, yeah, he was just offside, poor guy.
Yeah, that's
I feel his frustration because he's just coming back from his injury and he's back for the first time in God knows how long.
He wants to make an impact, for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah. And let's be real here. If wind the clocks back to 1974, does Gerd Muller pull that back to say one of our midfielders? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like if Lewa would, or if Gerd was in Lewa's shoes,
he takes it too. He takes it as well.
Gerd scores, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And rest in peace, man. Like,
yeah, rest in peace to the absolute legend. My God.
For real. And it was nice to see Lam to come see his
to come see Sar. Yeah. I mean, hey, he had his kid there. Yeah, maybe future Bayern player. His kid. Hey.
Lips. Hey, maybe. Well, I don't even know.
Could be.
Also, how do you feel about Kimmich apparently coming out and saying, "Hey, I'm not," or confirming that he's one of the 5 unvaccinated?
You know what I mean? Okay.
I'm sure that's controversial in a bit.
It's super controversial, and I'm not one to shy away from expressing your opinions and getting them out there. As a matter of fact, I'm a big proponent. I want people. I like it when people express their opinions. That's kind of what I'm all about, and why I got the channel in the first place. And my Twitter is all about that. However, me specifically, personally, I could see how some people might think that it's a little hypocritical. I am not really judging him so much, and I feel like for me, it's more important he concentrates on the game because we're doing amazing right now. You know what I mean? And he's one of the key people right there. I want him to be concentrated on the game instead of thinking about, oh my God, all these people, or the media coming after me because of a choice that I made. You know what? It is controversial, but let the man play. Let the man play his game. That's my stance on it.
He doesn't have to worry about the political shite of all this vaccinated crap.
He's not a politician. And I know that people might say it because they want him to be like the future captain. Maybe, people are looking up to him. But see, this is the thing too. Make your own choices in your personal life. You know what I mean? Kimmich is a footballer. We love the sport. We love the game. We love the club. He seems to love the club. I mean, he obviously loves the club. You know what I mean? That's the most important thing. The most important thing is to back him with the games that are coming up. They're really important. And on the field, he's an absolute warrior. And that's all that matters to me, honestly.
Yeah, like with all the Lucas stuff, which by the way happened like 10 years ago or something, if I remember correctly, that happened when he was like a youth at Atletico Madrid or something like that. And
people change, over the course of that time. And I mean, I know I'm not doing this to excuse him because, you know what I mean, we've all done dumb shit in our life. Yeah, we've all made mistakes, and we all deserve definitely to have some type of repercussion for that, or to learn from the mistakes.
Yeah.
And I believe he has. He seems like a great dude. He's an amazing player. His mentality is incredible. You know what I mean? And hey, if I was him, I would just be like, yo, you know what? That was my brother. That was not me.
That was Theo. That wasn't me.
That was Theo. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a good one. But like you were saying, he's a model professional. Like, look, when he came here, like he said he would die on the pitch if he had to. In one of the press conferences last season, I think it was.
That was an amazing quote, and I know that people will say, "Oh yeah, over exaggeration. It's just to give imagery." But he was playing with PSG, even still having some injury.
Oh yeah, that's Beckenbauer level of like in 1970, I think it was against Italy when he had a dislocated shoulder. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's Beckenbauer level and Schweinsteiger level in the World Cup final.
I was about to bring him up too. Yeah, we've had some amazing players, resilient players. My God, like they get injured, and they still keep going. Like, how your mentality, how strong it has to be in the moment for you to be like, you know what, screw that, I'll attend to that later. Right now, what matters is getting this goddamn win.
Even what's his name? Even Hummels against Real when we got robbed. By the way, don't get me started on that game. When we got robbed in Madrid, he dropped an 11 out of 10 when he was freaking injured. You know what I'm saying? Like, built different, man. People are sleeping on the Germans, and like the Bundesliga kind of, not really mindset, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, completely built different. And I mean, the bias is real. The bias is real.
Man City, like, go on. I'm sorry.
Gab Mercardi, actually, when I was talking to him, he actually says that he got bothered because I called him a biased pundit. And I'm like, all right, you know what? He defended his points pretty well. With comparing Jadon Sancho and Sané for the past few seasons. So for taking his time to respond, first of all, and defending his points, yeah, I told him, all right, you know what? Maybe I said that from a biased point of view too. I'm obviously a biased Bayern fan, but I believe we're in the right. I believe we're correct. And I got him to admit, hey, it's true. Manchester United are not on Bayern's level.
Well, that's common knowledge, I would imagine. Yeah. But like, that was you? Hang on, I thought I knew I saw something like that, but well done.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. To have some contact like that. Hopefully, I can have some more contact with like some other pundits, or even like maybe I can get some words from Fabrizio Romano someday. Christian Falk.
Here we go. True. Hey, listen, you got last night. You got the 4-0. You got it spot on.
Yeah, 4-0. That was my prediction.
Mine was 3-1. I predicted Gnabry, Müller, and Level. In a way, we were both kind of right in our own.
Yeah.
So there that is.
Good footballing minds think alike, and I would have hoped. I was also hoping for a Sané goal. He came on really late, but I feel like he's definitely somebody we're saving for the Monchengladbach game. So it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, of all the teams we fear, of all the teams that's bloody, you know what I mean? The dangers to it.
And in a one-off knockout game, we have to make sure we get it spot on.
Anything can happen, yeah.
This is the biggest test. This would be the biggest test for Nagelsmann.
Oh yeah. For me, it's since the DFL Super Cup, because that was kind of a final,
Yeah. I mean,
trophy was on the line.
And he did amazingly there. But this is not even Nagelsmann. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be Dino.
Yeah, Nagelsmann, as the commentator was saying, he's going to be watching from his kitchen.
Mm-hmm. Yo, this is a huge responsibility for Dino. He did amazing in these first two games. Imagine if he gets the third win versus Monchengladbach in the DFB Pokal knockout game, and we keep a clean sheet again. That would be
clean sheet away to Gladbach. I think that's pushing it.
If we get Davies back, which I'm sure we most likely will, if we have Davies, Lucas Hernandez, Upamecano, and yes, I'm going to say it again until the whole world knows it, Stanisic at right back, if we have those four, I believe we keep a clean sheet. I'm saying that right now.
Stanisic, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's an interesting one. That's kind of a bit of a hot take. But because for me, I'd go Sule right back.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
and I can see why,
experience.
but I know for a fact he'll get caught out of position, and just because of the way that they would want him to play and that he wants to play, you know. But Stanisic has this mindset where he does amazing defensively. His passes are very accurate for the most part. You know, it's rare if you ever see him give a ball away or something like that. And I did see him give a ball away, and he recovered it. By the way,
Yeah,
he made
against Benfica,
yeah,
I think it was.
he recovers it, and his overlapping play is actually pretty damn good. I mean, we saw it versus Benfica. He had a couple minutes overlap play, cut it back, and that was sensational. Sensational, yep. Yeah. I believe if we have that back line right there in the succession order of Davies, Hernandez, Upamecano, Stanisic, just like that, that's our best defense, in my opinion.
That's,
right now.
That's a good shot, but like I said, for me, swap. Just because I don't doubt. Of course, Stanisic has quality, and the kid is class.
Mm-hmm.
And if he was in the Premier League, he'd be hailed as the best right back in the world by now. You know what I'm saying?
They would be overhyping him so hard.
Don't get me started. If he was English and he was in the Premier League, no, it's. But anyway, I'd go for Sule just because of the experience and just because, like, you know what I mean. Like, he keeps a cool head. You know, like even like all of our center backs keep cool heads. Like,
yeah.
Lucas would, like, mate, when he blocked that shot in the first half, it's like, oh, mate, like the whole crowd would have been cheered as if we scored.
And I believe one of the goals came off of Upamecano's back.
Yeah, I think that was an assist. Let me see. Hang on.
Technically, it is an assist. That should go down as an assist.
Look on live score. Yeah, it's an assist.
That's pretty.
I didn't even know anything about it.
That's actually pretty impressive.
Oh, but that's Farmers League. Shut up.
What we did today, we do this against most teams in the entire world.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
especially nowadays.
No, for sure. Like, the Champions League is technically an easier league for us right now than the Bundesliga.
Because we're 12-0, sitting at the top of Group E.
And all right, a weekend Barcelona, okay, but it's still Barcelona.
Still Barcelona, yeah.
They still have a lot of good components. Benfica, they're doing great, and they hadn't been conceded on before we played them in the group stage games. Okay, fair. They played Barcelona, they played Kiev, but they didn't concede.
That's true. It was 0-0 and 3-0 against Barca.
And they were on. Yeah, they didn't concede for 70 minutes versus us either. And then 14 minutes is all it took. 4 goals.
The drop 4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's shout, like, I've seen shouts, oh, PSG, Liverpool, Man City, winning the Champions League. Mate, PSG can spend all the money in the world. I still won't be afraid of them. They can buy freaking, they can reanimate freaking Gerd Muller and stick him up front. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, by the way, for the GOAT.
Yeah.
But
he would score for them, though.
Oh, for sure, he would score against them. What a guy! But like, everybody's like, oh, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, best front 3 of all time. It's like, what? They haven't even played an entire season together. It's like,
on paper, when you stack those names up, they have the potential to be like one of the best front 3s, right? But this is the thing. Their egos are way too big.
Oh, for sure.
They're not gelling the best, and they just don't have, that top of the cream, world class manager making them gel together.
Fucking Pochettino.
Like
that got slapped 7-2 by Kovac.
How do you do that?
Yeah, how do you lose 7-2 to Niko Kovac?
My God, nah, that's crazy. Okay, look, if Hansi Flick managed that team, they'd be better.
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%.
Way better.
Hansi knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas my dad, when this is going a bit off topic, but when Hansi was first engaged or hired as Bayern manager, my dad was like, "Oh, Hansi Flick doesn't know what he's doing." One sextuple later, what are you saying now?
Is he singing his praises?
Huh?
Is he singing Hansi's praises now?
No, because he doesn't like us. My dad's a Madrid fan, and
Okay.
he's kind of like out of spite saying, "Oh, Nagelsmann doesn't know what he's doing." Now he's saying Nagelsmann doesn't know what.
Let's be honest here, right? You should probably ask him one day to say, like, in full honesty, would he take Hansi Flick at Real Madrid to manage them?
Right now, probably.
I mean, who would say no? Who would say no?
I mean, he is the best manager in the world right now. I'm sorry, Julian, but it's Hansi for me. Maybe it's the nostalgia factor. Maybe it's, but I'm still saying Hansi for right now.
Currently, Hansi is still the. I know that Germany hasn't played against the toughest opposition yet since Hansi took over, but we haven't conceded a single goal there either.
Yeah, we have. We conceded one against Romania.
Oh, we did concede one against Romania?
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah.
One goal, but still stand.
One. So I wasn't exactly correct, but still okay. One. That's good for Romania. Very good for Romania. But still, he's improved the team by leaps and bounds already. You can tell. Something I wanted to kind of get into real quick because I think that this was pretty impressive in the game today. Omar Richards. Amazing game.
Yep.
I was really impressed, honestly. Like his tackles, his tackling, it was great by Omar Richards. He kept up with the attackers. He took the ball away from them so many times. He won a lot of fouls. I mean, he played great.
Yeah, the kid's good as a backup. It's funny how I always thought of this. It's funny how we were so snappy to get a left back as a freaking Davies replacement. But when it comes to getting a right back, it's like, our board is like, I don't got that much money. You know what I mean? Like, just.
I mean, okay, we technically have options. We have a lot of options at right back, but they're not the best. Outside of memes, they're not the best. You know what I mean?
Stanisic, Zulinho, Saradona. You know what I mean?
No. Well, Stanisic is great though. And all right,
he's just a kid.
I'll stand by this, and I'll die on this hill. I believe that I'm going to be proven right someday. I've said this many times, and I actually pinned it today on my Twitter. If you go check, if anybody checks, right? You go see there. I pinned it. Stanisic, in my opinion, can be and most likely will be as good as Kimmich.
At right back?
Yes, Stanisic as good as Kimmich, for sure.
I could see that. Yeah, because he's just like him in a way.
He really is, except he has the height advantage. I would say, that's one of the main differences.
Yeah, when Kimmich wanted to play midfield, what was it, in 1819 or something like that? Or like 1920, I was like, mate, shut up, just shut up and play right back. But looking back now, I was like, all right, maybe he was right this time.
No, he was right for sure. Like, he undoubtedly, I would say, like from the centered midfielders and defensive midfielders, he is sitting at the top in the world right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. None of this Conte nonsense. None of this Rodri or whoever else they may be bringing up.
He outshines.
Did you see on these? I don't know if it was Goal or BR Football or some stupid page like that, where it was Salah raising his hands and the caption was, hands up if you're the best player in the world right now. It's like, what?
Get out of here with that.
Yes.
I mean, they're overhyping them way too much.
Honestly, this isn't 2019 anymore where Salah is a baller. He's not even Robin level. Come on.
No, okay. Well, he is balling, but to say that he's the best in the world right now, when Lewandowski exists, stop. Yeah. So no. And as a matter of fact, this season right now, Sonny has better numbers than he does.
Yeah, but no one cares because it's the Bundesliga.
Yeah, they're not hyping up Sonny. Not
anymore.
If he was still at Man City, putting these numbers up, 100%. Forget about it. We would never stop hearing about him.
It's stupid Brits, man. If you're watching this and you're British, I'm sorry, but like your media and your PR teams are just shut up. Like
there's a huge bias, even if they don't want to admit it. There really is.
I just want to say I mean no disrespect to Brits. I'm sorry. I'm kidding, but it's just annoying. I don't want the Brits to get mad at me.
in our Discord group, I believe Kimmich is English.
Oh yeah,
Right? Yeah.
yeah. Coming home, eh?
It's coming home. Hey,
Coming to Rome.
no. It's definitely not going there. Hey, it's only inevitable. It's going to Germany soon. With Hansi Flick at the helm, you best believe it.
2024, Wirtz, Musiala, Adeyemi, holy God. Oh my, like, we're on the horizon again. The sun will shine on Germany once again. And we're going to bring home Euros number 4. 4 Euros and 4 World Cup. This is why Germany is the biggest nation in Europe. Footballing nation in Europe.
Germany, machines. Absolute machines. Legends.
For sure.
Legends. The best player to ever do it in the world played for Germany.
Yep.
Gerd Müller.
Best defender of all time. Best
Kaiser,
goalkeeper of all time.
Beckenbauer. I mean, we're talking about real dons here. Real dons. None of this, yeah, maybe he's world class, he's among some of the best in the world. No. Real dons, real legends of the game. And they were playing against some of the most held great players ever in their era. They still did it.
Like Cruyff, they played against in the World Cup final. Yeah. And I think Beckenbauer even played against Maradona at one point before he retired. So yeah, nice of Beckenbauer to meet up with 2 of his fans.
Yeah, I'm sure they were fans. Not gonna lie, I'd be a huge fan.
I see. If you show me a picture of Beckenbauer, Cruyff, and Maradona, I would tell you, hey, I see a picture of a World Cup winner next to Cruyff or never mind, because Maradona won the World Cup, but that's kind of anyway. Shut up. No, I don't know where I was going with that. I forgot that Maradona had the World Cup.
Yeah.
By the way, he cheated for his, but let's not get into that.
Right. Still the best player Argentina has, provided, I'd say.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm one of the 3 people on the face of the planet that hates Messi and Cristiano. I'm not. No.
I don't hate them exactly, but I don't overhype them to the point where everybody else does it. And you know what? All right, I said the best player that Argentina has produced, and I say that for their nation because Messi had so many chances, and I'm gonna say he fell short, and that's not just because of his stature, but he fell short to prove it for Argentina.
Nice pun. Though.
He could have done it. He could have done it for Germany, versus Germany as well in 2014.
But
they couldn't hack it. They couldn't hack it. Did he own Manuel Neuer that time? No. Did he own Boateng that time? No. The only time he actually really did something super impressive against them was in 2015 in the UEFA Champions League. And that was only because he had an amazing stacked team as well. And granted, he was playing out of his mind. But, hey, a one-off?
Against a weakened Bayern team, by the way. We were full of injuries.
We were playing with Rafinha as well.
Listen, that guy's a legend, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean...
Rafinha and Bernat and Benatia.
Not the most star-studded or well-gelled team.
And Lewa, I think, had a broken nose as well from Dortmund. Like, I think I remember that game, their Classic in 14-15. I remember. Goodness me, that was so long ago.
We won the second game. But...
Won at 3-2, yeah.
Yeah, but...
We went down, but we went down fighting. I remember feeling proud that game, because, like,
I did feel
that's
proud
the Bayern way.
Exactly. Some more thoughts on some of the other performances today. Gnabry did amazing. He is flying under the radar just because Sane is doing so great, but Gnabry did really well today. I was pretty impressed.
It's good to see. Good to see Serge back to his 18-19 form or his 19-20. Yeah, because he's balling out again. And
he was cooking. The chef is back in town.
Even what's his name, Coman, he's got back on the score sheet. Good to see that, and hopefully this is another case of him wanting to stay. You know what I mean? Like, hopefully this is.
Yeah, I hope he does. I mean, obviously he's not with Zahavi anymore, so I'd say that now things are going to be more rational. As well as, I gotta bring it up, Choupo-Moting on the score sheet yet again.
Better than Neymar. Fight me.
I mean,
he is.
Definitely.
Which, by the way,
in terms of stats. Easily.
He's the reason. I'm sorry. He's the reason that PSG made the Champions League final. His goal against Atalanta. Exactly.
That's true. Atalanta deserved to go through.
Chupo for Ballon d'Or. Let's be real here. We all thought, oh, Chupo, what's this guy gonna do? When we signed him, Sarr, Douglas Costa, and Roca, we all thought, what's this guy gonna? And the guy's delivered. You know what I mean? Like
he was actually the best signing from that transfer window, bar none.
Maybe Roca because I quite like.
I love Roca. He's just not getting the chances, and I'm sad. How did he not make the bench today?
He didn't?
He didn't. Nah, they didn't choose him.
What you reckon that was down to? Nagelsmann or Topmoller or? That's interesting. One to ponder.
Yeah,
but,
for sure.
What was I gonna say? Do you know that Haaland song? Apparently, there's a Haaland song. Or, I don't know if you know it, but point is, one of the lyrics goes like, I don't know, it's in like German or something, and one of the lyrics translated is like, "Oh, even the mighty Bayern fear him," or something like that. Really? He's 0-5 against us. He's lost all 5.
I'll tell you who definitely doesn't fear him. Alphonso Davies. You remember that run he made versus Holland in one of those games? Such an incredible run. Even Lukaku had to tweet about that.
Which, by the way, yeah, getting back to Lukaku, that guy's a donkey. I don't fear him, man. Nah, going back to what you said about Chelsea, that guy's a donkey.
Their best, and I'm going to say this, right now, this season, their best performers for Chelsea were made in the Bundesliga.
Exactly.
Where's the Bundesliga tax? Because they didn't make them that good. They didn't make Havertz what he is.
James Charles.
Hey. Yeah.
Brilliant. And by the way, Gladbach are playing right now against Hertha Berlin. It's 0-0 in like the 10th minute or so.
Well, we'll have to see how that game finishes, to be honest, because I know that they're preparing for us too. So we'll have to see what their mentality's like.
Yeah. And just my little kind of final thoughts. Mm-hmm. If Sule ends up leaving, I would not be opposed to getting Ginter on a free transfer because for me, Ginter's a baller. He's good.
I've never been 100% convinced by Ginter yet, but I'm also not against them. So definitely on a free, I would take him.
Yeah, for sure. Ginter over Rudiger for me. For sure, 100%.
100%. I don't want us to sign Rudiger. I do not want that. I don't want that.
That's kind of Rudiger of you to say,
No, yeah, for sure. But this was a great game. It was awesome. It was good to be able to sit down here with you and talk again. Hunter D. Yep. This is what it is, and we move forward to the Monchengladbach game. Have a good one, guys. Mia san mia.